Who wants to do the intro?
Jeff G does a hell of a job, man.
All right, I can do it.
All right, well, I can do it. Go for it, Jeff. Here, we'll do it together.
Yes.
Welcome to ProfitDig. That sounded pretty good.
Hi, Chris Work.
I'm Jeff Givens.
Jeff Givens.
Jeff Spencer.
Jeff Spencer. Jerry Work, producer in the back here. Woo. All right.
Rocking.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the ProfitDig. Are we the radio show?
We're calling it the construction show.
The construction show now. I thought it was different last week. No, it was construction show last week? Okay. Construction show. That's fine.
I like construction show.
Hey, check us out, ProfitDig.com. Follow and like us on YouTube. Comment on our videos. Give us some topics that you're interested in.
It might be a little tough to find. We don't know what the hell we call it, so it's either radio show or construction show one, but look them both up. Y'all find us.
Just Google ProfitDig and you'll get there.
Don't Google Jeff Spencer.
No, you won't like what you see.
Oh, no. I'll have to Google that later. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, you were talking about something interesting. You were having difficulty finding tires for your vehicles?
Yeah, here lately we've had some issues. Whenever we send one of our trucks to get some tires, don't have any in stock to fit it. Got it ordered, maybe 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah.
For set tires. Fit
Yeah.
your truck.
Sometimes they come in quicker, but well, I say sometimes. We've only noticed the last couple of trucks we've sent,
Really?
but both of them we've had to turn around and leave because they didn't have the size in stock.
Wow.
Is this just for your trucks or for your equipment as well?
Just for the truck so far. Luckily, our equipment, those tires generally last a pretty good while.
Yeah.
We got some good operators. They don't spin the tires very much on rock jobs and stuff. They're pretty cautious with them.
I got you.
But most of our machines have tracks. We've got some wheel loaders and rubber tire backhoes, but that's about it. It's got rubber tires. But
That's good.
But our pickups, we've had some issues just here recently. I don't know. And we did about a year ago. Had some same issues, getting tires. But it seemed like it had worked itself out, but now we're having more issues.
So, if you can even find a truck, you may not be able to put new tires on
Right,
it.
exactly.
Yeah. That's wild. Well, I guess even finding trucks. I mean, have you guys had difficulty finding
Oh, yeah,
new
for the last
trucks?
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
And we, this last round of trucks, the way we do it, we usually buy like 4 or 5 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year later, buy 4 or 5 more. And so that way we kind of stay on a cycle, everybody gets a new truck about every 3 or 4 years.
Sure.
But this last go around, we were 16 months, I think, on a wait list.
16 months.
Mm-hmm. Well, it took us 16 months to get them. They kind of trickled in. I think we bought 5, and we got like 2, like 8 months after we ordered them. And then we got like 1 more, like 3 or 4 months after that. And then about another 5 or 6 months, we got like 2 more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you get the trucks with lockers on the side or bucket on them?
Yeah, well, no, we order them cab and chassis. We do 3/4 tons, but we always put service bodies on them. And they come, for some reasons, last time, I guess the only way we could get them, so we took them. They came with fleet beds on them, and then we take them to another dealer down in Spring Hill that does truck bodies. Well, we bought the bodies from them. They put them on, then spray line the inside of them.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said chassis, yeah.
Yeah. And so it takes, you're looking at probably, if we take 3 or 4 down at a time, you're looking about a week to 10 days before you get them all back.
So I had that on top of the waiting just to get the truck.
Yeah, well, then we got to get them in. And after we get that done, then we got to get stickers on all of them. And
right.
So we got another few days putting stickers on.
Yeah.
Do you guys do your truck maintenance in-house? Or?
Well, right now, this last go around, we actually went through a leasing agent. And so the maintenance and stuff goes through them. But used to, we had a couple of local shops there next to the office. Like on rain days and stuff, our guys make appointments, go up there, and they get their oil changed, tires rotated, greased, so on and so forth.
I guess working on the job site, you get a lot of punctured tires.
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as you think it would be. Most of our stuff is done like pre-construction, so the structural stuff doesn't start there after we leave because we're
not a ton of nails up there at that point.
So it's unless they hit a sharp rock or something, or but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Just mileage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're always on the road. So.
Yep. Yeah, we generally do around 20,000 miles per truck per year.
Okay.
What the average?
I know for our trucks, we've switched from the longer full-size trucks to more like the Mitsubishi van, kind of like the tall vans.
Right.
And they typically have the beds that extend out.
Yeah.
So you'll have your cabinets on the walls or bays to put your tools in or your parts, and then the center part will pull out.
Yeah.
They've worked out really well, actually,
Yeah,
because it's a lot easier to get up inside the van. I mean, it's 6 foot tall or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was talking about our trucks and stuff. That was last year when we was really having trouble getting trucks. We even went to Ford because we always buy strictly Chevrolet. So we even went to Ford. Ford was a longer lead time than Chevrolet was.
Yeah.
And our Chevrolet dealer that we dealt with said that this is China's way of saying, oh, hey, we got y'all by the balls. If we don't want to send them, then we don't have to send them. It's like y'all can't produce without them. And everything, every truck, every computer system on all these vehicles, it doesn't matter if it's foreign or domestic, is based off of these microchips.
Oh, sure. I mean, everything. Our appliances, everything's got microchip now.
And through our EPA restrictions, if it wasn't for that, we could go back and do mechanical stuff again. So we can't do it any longer because we can't do mechanical and meet EPA standards.
Meet the requirements for it.
You got to have the microchip because the computer is so minute in telling that cylinder window fire how much carbon to release. I mean, it's crazy the footprint that little old microchip does to tell your engine how to run.
Wow.
Well, and because, like in China, they kind of have a capitalistic system, but the Chinese government also owns
It's
all
government
these
capitalism.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I guess if they don't want to sell microchips,
They don't have cell microchips.
They don't have to, yeah.
But you know, they are steadily. And if you look back at this year's past Olympics, do you think it was just a coincidence that most of your outside Olympics was right beside nuclear reactors? That was them saying, "Hey, we're on the verge of being the most powerful nation in the world."
that was weird. That whole setting with the big nuclear reactors in the background. And everything.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
It's all power play.
Well,
I'm
and
sure.
everybody else's economy is sucking. Not, our economy is not really sucking, but we can't meet our economy standards because we can't get all the material and stuff we need because everything else is going on. But China has not missed a beat. They are producing more industry. They're producing more waste and carbon monoxide than any other country in the world right now.
Well, I remember
Their carbon footprint is like huge.
I remember when during like the big shutdown, when China was shut down, like well, these organizations that like actually monitor pollution, around
It
the
was
globe,
red, yeah.
their pollution decreased or increased substantially during the shutdown. I'm like, well, there's a lot of shit running.
Yeah.
Somebody's running overtime while the rest of the world was forced to
Locked
stay at
down.
home or whatever. Well, they were firing it up over
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that's ridiculous about this. Oh, and having a mic. This infatuation in the United States about going green. We're only a small piece of the whole world. We're not doing this stuff.
We are in the top
China's
10.
still gonna be cranking up.
We are in the top 10. It may be the top 5 of the greenest nations in the world. We have like one of the lowest carbon footprints known in the world. But everybody else.
My thing is, like, I don't know. I haven't looked at the statistics, the numbers. To me, though, it would seem like if you wanted to take a step back and say, like, what are we doing that's wrong or hurting us long term? It's trash. Fucking make it easy to recycle.
Yeah.
Make I feel like just doing that,
Well,
would probably go so far.
Well,
It's Dixon County put it on a local level. Isn't Humphreys County? Aren't they cutting us off soon? I mean, we've been selling our trash to Humphreys County for how many years now?
shit, a bunch. I mean, we're shipping
A
down.
long time.
We're shipping it down across the Tennessee River now.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to find places to send our trash in Dixon.
Yeah.
So man, you put that
And
look
we
at that
may have to-
nationally. I'm like,
Booming too.
Yeah.
So that's the only one gonna get worse.
And we may have to start shipping it all the way to Memphis. To go on the barge to be shipped who knows where.
Whoever will take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
that's one reason the $10 fee for your landfill fee, that's why it didn't go away, because when the time was up, that's when we had to start shipping our trash to West Tennessee, and it cost us like $2.6 million or something like that more per year, and now it's going to be more than that because they're talking about going all the way to Memphis with it.
Yeah.
And it's going to take 3 times as many trucks to ship.
I just feel like we're putting. I'm not saying. No, I mean, I'm all about like green energy and shit. And I wish I lived on solar power. But he can't afford that. At least I can't.
Yeah, the best way to make us go green is to make it stupid to not go green.
Make it stupid to not go green, right?
Financially irresponsible to not go green.
Look at downtown Nashville. Now, I know that you can probably create some kind of filters to filter this, but they used to have the Infernal system down there to where it powered all the heat for downtown Nashville, and it also would take that same energy and run it through a cooling system and cool it down for air in the summertime. Well, through EPA burning all that trash on the river down there, they said it was too big a carbon footprint. They shut it all down. Well, these business owners and stuff that own these buildings downtown, they had to spend millions and millions of dollars to put central heat and air in all these buildings that had been run off of chilled water and hot water system from the furnace downtown when they was burning trash. And when they shut it down, that's when Waste Management moved in over there on Broadway Parkway.
Really?
We didn't have to have a landfill.
Yeah.
85% of our trash was being burned.
Like, I just can't imagine that would be worse than burying it. Well,
it's all, just DEF that they put on these diesels. You know why they use DEF? You know what DEF is?
I mean, I know that they require it, but I don't know what it is.
DEF is an alcohol water solution. What it boils down to is these vehicles, these motor engine manufacturers, they cannot get a Tier 4 engine to run clean enough for EPA standards. So what they do is they inject this DEF fluid into your exhaust system. It treats your exhaust before it comes out. They can't make it burn clean enough, so they kill it inside the exhaust pipe before it goes out in the air. That's all DEF does. It's alcohol and water and something else. It's a mist. It sprays the whole time your engine runs and treats your exhaust fumes before they come out of your truck.
Dilutes it.
If you could get in front of that DEF where it sprays in the exhaust, there's not a truck out there that will pass emissions as far as a diesel truck. And so you can't tell me they can't create something like that to spray that Inferno, the soot that comes out of there. They could spray that to kill any kind of harmful material.
Does Exxon produce the DEF product?
I
just have to think like it has to be some of these big fuel Goliaths.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
It's probably like Boeing or Northrop Grumman.
We buy like 100 cases of it at a time to save money. Because it's like $30 a jug now. It was like $11, $12 a jug. Now it's like $30 a jug.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's like 20 gallon every 2 weeks we got to put in one machine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I didn't think about the heavy equipment.
Yeah.
I think about the truck, but no.
No, heavy equipment, same way.
Ooh, yeah.
Caterpillar is the only one that makes the engine that runs clean enough without DEF. Now they got the regen, where it burns all the soot and stuff out of the mufflers.
Is it a natural gas engine? Or?
No, diesel.
Is that America saying Caterpillar's American? So
I know
these other companies aren't meeting our standards.
I know in the past year we bought 3 brand new Caterpillar pieces of equipment. None of them have DEF on it.
Wow.
And I asked the seller and said, why do everybody else we got to put DEF in, but Cat equipment we don't? He's like, Cat's technology is superb. He said, we are the only ones that can meet Tier 4 requirements without the aid of DEF.
Well, that's cool.
And he said, we figured out how to get it out of fuel consumption to where we're burning like 98.9% of our fuel. There's no raw fuel that gets delivered through the exhaust system.
Does that make it a more fuel efficient vehicle too?
Yes, it does.
It's good American ingenuity right there.
Well, does that offset the cost? I know Caterpillar's more expensive, isn't it, than
I've been able to negotiate with them and stuff. We've always bought John Deere because they was relatively cheaper than most of them. But John Deere can't compete with them Komatsu is probably the highest priced machinery on there.
Komatsu.
And the reason being is because Komatsu
Is
has
that a Korean brand?
yeah,
Japanese, probably.
Japanese.
Komatsu has a Japanese headquarters. They got a North American headquarters, and then they got this middle headquarters. It's like in between. Everybody's got to get their cut. So Japanese sells it to the middle corporation. Middle corporation distributes it out to the American corporation, and so Japan gets a cut, the middle guy gets a cut, and then all your dealers get a cut. Where Caterpillar is right here. They got headquarters all over the world, but it's all manufactured right here in the U.S. And
Peoria.
so, yeah, well, most of it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got another one. They got 2 or 3 other facilities. I think one of them is in North Carolina, South Carolina. Like your excavators and dozers are built in Peoria, and then like South Carolina does like your articulating trucks, maybe your skid steers,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they are probably one of the most competitive on the market right now as price goes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Komatsu used to be like cheaper in Caterpillar,
Yes.
didn't it? Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I guess we'll wrap this episode. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Chris Work.
Jeff Gibbons. Together we're going to say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
They stole your
You
thunder.
missed it. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Hey, check us out. ProfitDig.com. Like, subscribe, visit us on YouTube. This is where we're at. We're always there. Comment. Give us some ideas. What do you want to talk about? Let's get together. See ya. Yeah.